What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna do a topic that I was talking to my daughter about. My daughter actually asked me, "What do I miss most about college?" And I'm like, man, I really want to get on here and discuss it. What I miss most about college for real was like being all in one space, all in one place with my friends at the same time. That was something that I took for granted for real during the time when I was in college because me and all my friends from college have only been all together in one spot like that when my like one time since we graduated. That's when my boy got married. Other than that, like after I went to grad school, my homie Melvin went to Hawaii. My boy Derek went to grad school. My boy Dorian went to start working. We ain't never been. No, he went to grad school too though. We had never really been in the same place at the same time since then, outside of my boy Derek getting married. And I miss being on campus and being able to like go to each other's room because a lot of us stayed in the same dorm, or we'd go to whoever stayed in another dorm. We'd go to each other dorm or whatever and just kick it. We'd be in the lobby, in the parking lot. I'm talking about that was some of the best times of my life. For those who don't know, I went to Mississippi Valley State University, SWAC school, HBCU in Itta Mississippi, the Mississippi Delta. Got there on a full ride academic scholarship. Was blessed to be able to get a chance to go to school on a full ride. Now, only thing the scholarship didn't cover was books. You know what I mean? But you know, the loans hit me when I got to grad school and all that stuff too. But nonetheless, right? When I heard I got a full academic scholarship, that was it for me. I'm like, I'm gone. We there. And my father went to Alcorn State University. So did my auntie. You know, a lot of my paternal family. So I remember him telling me stories about how fun college was for him, and he didn't even finish out. He left, and during his junior year, my dad was too busy chasing women for real, you know. So he didn't finish out. But when I left for from Chicago to Mississippi, being able to experience Black culture in the South was special for me. I'm a Midwest dude, Chicago, Illinois, born and raised. So, but I told you my paternal family is from Mississippi. My dad was born in Mississippi but moved to Chicago at 5 years old, 1960, during the Great Migration. You feel me? So, um, I remember like being like when I came back, when I came back, because I visited Mississippi at 6 years old, but when I got down there, it felt like a full circle moment for me. For me to be able to see like Black folks going to like in the South, going to your high school homecoming football game is a big deal. You know what I mean? Like I was able to see all of that type of stuff. And they had fireworks at the game and everything. But then even just in college itself, right? Um, Chicken Wednesday at HBCU, crazy. Every Wednesday, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, greens, cornbread, black eyed peas. Like they had baked chicken or fried chicken. You had sweet potatoes. Like this was every Wednesday. Like the calf would be packed. The teachers in line getting the food, getting the chicken, and every Friday we was Fish Friday. So every Friday during lunchtime we had fish, and then you know they had the red hot sauce. Boy, that's when I started eating the red hot sauce because we had it at Mississippi Valley in the cafeteria. So I just remember all of that, the good food, and when you went into the calf on Wednesday, everybody was in there, so you knew the girl that you was liking or crushing on, she was gonna be in there guaranteed. Her and her homegirls, they was gonna be in there. So I had to make sure I had a fresh haircut, a clean haircut. Like my homie Big Hamp, shout out to Hamp at Mississippi Valley State University. Hamp would cut us in the student union. He had a barbershop. He would be in there cutting from Tuesday to Thursday. And Hamp would cut like 30 heads a day at Mississippi Valley State, like for real, right? So I would have to get in where I fit in and make sure my hair was looking good for when Wednesday came. That's when I started ordering clothes online. That was when I first started. I got to college. Getting to college, that was the first time that I was ordering clothes offline. I never ordered clothes offline before coming to college. But I had to do it in Mississippi because they didn't have certain stores that I liked. Or you know what I mean? Like I was in the Delta, you know, in Itta, and we wasn't next to no malls. The nearest mall was like 2 hours away in Jackson. You know what I mean? Well, it was a mall in Greenville, but it wasn't like, you know what I mean? what I was used to. I'm from a bigger city with a wider selection. So I started to shop at like H&M and Forever 21 online and all of that, making sure I had good, clean little fits and all of that. I miss being able to go to homecoming, like just be on campus during homecoming. I remember my first HBCU homecoming in Mississippi Valley. Like, that's when I first seen like black fraternity life, like black Greek letter organizations and all of that, and really seeing a step show up close and personal. Seeing people come on the Amtrak train that I would ride from Chicago to Mississippi. You know what I mean? I would ride that City of New Orleans train from Chicago to Mississippi to Greenwood, and then have somebody pick me up and take me from Greenwood to Itabena, because Greenwood and Itabena are right next to each other, right? And so, yeah, I remember being able to see all of that and smiling, because I was just like, look at this HBCU homecoming. Black folks, we all chilling, hanging out, having a good time, laughing, joking. You see the fraternity strolling. I eventually became a brother. I became one of the Noops. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. You know how I get down, But I want to clarify this. I didn't do KSI at Mississippi Valley State. I did it at Arkansas State when I got to grad school, because by the time I was trying to get down and become a brother, KSI at MVSU, they didn't have no lines my junior year, my senior year. Nobody, they had a moratorium over the fraternity at the time, so they didn't do intake that whole year, right? But anyway, I got introduced to Kappa Alpha Psi at MVSU, right? And I remember just taking all of that in. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like I was at Truth University that was on Stump the Yard. I felt like I was there. I felt like I was at Atlanta A&T, at Drumline. My first roommate in college was from Detroit, Michigan. He went to Cass Tech High School, and he was in the band. And so I saw him always being with his band and his bandmates, and they running in and out of the room and all of that. I'm like, damn, this is really the band is for real, for real. They outside at night practicing, getting bit up by the mosquitoes in the Delta, right? I keep saying right, excuse me. But I remember I just miss having that type of fun. Like, we would have the comedy show during homecoming week. We had Carlos Miller and them come. Bruce came. Ray Lapowski came. We had just a lot of great times. Like I said, step shows, stroll offs on the yard. It was just making our own fun, going in the student union, people having movie night in the Royal Room, kicking it. We would be like going to the parties, going to the functions, down in Mississippi. The clubs look like hole in the walls. You go inside of the club, that mug is humongous. You're like, damn, why it looks small on the outside? But again, it was just like family. The people were so hospitable to me. They took good care of me. I had my own radio show, because I was a mass communication major. So I had my own radio show, my own TV show. Having my own radio show every Saturday, every Sunday, that was beautiful. I felt like I was Martin for real. And then, like I say, full circle moment, I eventually became Mr. Mississippi Valley State University my senior year of college, to where my family came down and watched me get crowned at coronation. I'm gonna put them pictures up and all of that. Yeah, I had an outstanding time at Mississippi Valley State, y'all. Like, I love that school. And again, the HBCU culture, it was heartwarming for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm from Chicago, black. Chicago, probably one of the most segregated cities in the United States of America. So I grew up with black people. So, when I got to school and I'm seeing black people from all different type of places, because we didn't just have people from the South. We had black folks from California, black folks from Toronto, Canada. We had black folks from Detroit, black folks from Ohio, black folks from, New York, everywhere. And to see how we all had differences but similarities at the same time, that was very special. Being able to, again, just I was hanging with your people every single day. All your people, hey, I'm gonna see my homie over here, my boy Melvin, my dog, who I always talk about. I met him at MVSU my freshman year. We go kick it with each other. We everywhere with each other. You know what I mean? Me, my boy Derek, and Dorian and Courtney. We going to all these different functions together. We in there talking in the crowd. We talking crazy. I was in there cracking jokes. It was always a good time. Going to the football games, watching the band, the Mean Green Marching Machine of Mississippi Valley State go at it with the Sonic Boom of JSU or the Human Jukebox of Southern University in the fifth quarter, where the bands battle each other. Just special, man. Good times, and I damn sure miss it. 100%.